Gotta love StreamYard. Anyway, hey, it is Friday afternoon here in Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful sunny skies, low 50s. Pretty good for December the 20th. I'm Brent Leary, and you know what it is. It's small biz breakdown time. The last small biz breakdown for the year 2024. So it's got to be a good one because we've had some good ones over the last several weeks. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive about this one too because I got my new Rams hat on. It just looks so good. Look at that. The color scheme, the flannel look. I'm feeling good. All right. Speaking of flannel, I know they wear a lot of flannel out in Oregon. So hello, Leland.
If you wanted me to wear flannel, we should have said something. I do love the hat. It is very snazzy.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. All right. Speaking of snazzy, yeah, they can do snazzy in Ohio. Even a Taylor.
Hey, greetings from crispy cold Cleveland.
Crispy cold. It's got to be
It's
cold.
It's
I'd
gonna
like
be
it
a
to be
white
crispy.
Christmas, people. Snowy and romantic.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that. Snowy and romantic. All right. Will it be snowy and romantic in the New York, New Jersey area, Ramon?
Let's do it. Let's do it. And don't forget the vacation capital of the world. That's what it's all about. New Jersey has everything that the world needs. What's good to see you, Brent? Good to see you, Leland. Good to see you, Ivana.
Good to see you.
Has
Roland.
everything that the world needs. Huh?
That's right.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And last and least, come on, you know that I got it. And certainly not least, kind of least. It is the bold one. It is the cold one. It is John Cold Rice Lawson.
John's pressing buttons. I love it.
He's playing with his new computer because he hadn't had one in like a decade. So
5 years.
let's humor him. We'll humor him. And,
Thank you.
You know that thing on that you're it's a webcam, right? It's only anyway. All right. Last Friday of 2024. Before we get into, kind of what I picked up and thought it would be interesting to talk to you guys about. Anybody have any last thoughts? Anything that you want to say as we head out of 2024 and into 2025?
Let go of hate. Let go of bitterness. Let go of negativity and decide to live a happier life and stay away from people who drag you down.
Let go.
John, do you have a button for some Frozen music?
Frozen music.
Frozen music. What's
Let
that?
it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Well, Prince had a song called "Let It Go."
Let it go. I will say that this is a tipping point in technology. We're moving from the digital age to the artificial intelligent age, and it's going to be insane. And get ready.
I'm going to do the flip version of that and say everything taken to its extreme becomes its opposite. So as we go forth into AI, I am going to say the real magic is going to happen through real human interaction, whether you are like physically connecting with people, making calls. I say 3D direct mail is coming back. So as everyone is zigging, all need to be zagging.
Zagging.
ABZ. Always be zagging.
Always be zagging.
Okay, Leland.
With the advancements that John has mentioned before and all of the awesome tools that are out there, it is easier and easier to start your own business, run your own business, and become successful. If you've been thinking about it, now is the time to do it. Find the niche that you can fit in. Find the service, the missing link in your community that is missing and that you can fulfill and fill it and profit.
Pearls of wisdom just dropping all over the place.
Pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, pearls of wisdom. And look at Zone of Genius. Come on, we know who Zone of Genius is. Wait a minute. How come you're doing Zone of Genius in this comment and then Ramon Ray in this comment? What's going on here?
It's technology and AI.
Instead of
Double
waiting
up,
for others
double
to
up.
engage, I will engage with myself.
I heard that.
Don't tell anyone. That's the secret.
I'm going to leave it at that. All right. So it's funny that you guys touched on AI so much because just this morning, this LinkedIn post kind of somehow got my crosshairs. I guess a lot of people were sharing. I think over 500 people shared this thing. And it's from somebody that I've never heard of. I don't know if any one of you guys follow Shishant, but apparently 85,000 people do on LinkedIn. So that made me want to dig into this link or this post because I think the Colder Ice guy said AI is insane. So that first kind of lines up with what we were saying there. The pace of AI is insane. So I think we're in the era of AI is going to be insane. You guys are kind of on point there.
Is that me or is he?
I think he's glitching.
Oh, that's so fantastic. I can't even believe.
I
the
thought it
king-
was me. I'm like checking my connection. I'm like, oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The
Darn it, the
king.
wireless headphones.
Blame
It's frozen. Wow.
He's been taken over by the AI.
He's been taken over by the AI, sadly.
But the show will go on. Let's continue.
But the
AI
show
tools.
will.
Go
it
ahead, John.
just
Talk
has
to us, man.
go on.
Talk to us, John. Talk to us.
I
AI
don't
tools.
know. But I mean, hey, let's ask this: what AI tool could you just not see living without now that you've used it, besides ChatGPT?
Claude is for me. I mean, ChatGPT and Claude are very similar. For me, it's Claude. But again, it competes with many others. But I use Claude for my post-production of the Rundown with Ramon daily. I'd ask questions with it, strategic planning, and I'm learning more and more. Again, our mutual friends, John, we say this all the time, but I'm learning more and more. Even questions about my wife. Hey, listen, I did this. How could I have done this better? Sounds weird, but I was just curious to get other perspectives because certain things you don't want to ask to the public. But for business, John, yeah, I'm throwing everything in there. Here's who I am, the long form prompts, as you've taught us, John, right? You do this. And then here's who I am. Give me now a 2,000 word strategic plan on how I can grow better. It's some good nuggets in there. So that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I love Claude, but I am going to mention a relatively new tool, and I'm going to drop a name that I think everyone should follow in this space. I would love to be friends with this woman. Her name is Sabrina Romanoff. She's developed a new AI tool called Blotato. The woman, it's a wonderful tool. She claims that it 10x's her content, and I've been in it. I've played with it. I've paid for it for a month or two, and this is my conclusion. My conclusion is, if you don't know how to do prompting, if you repurpose content, if you want to take that kind of same content and put it on different platforms, so you want to get into using an AI tool, and you're very, very focused on creating social content, which has been shifting the way social content works, Blotato is a great tool. The only reason I am not using it is because I have already developed. I have developed an infrastructure inside of ChatGPT, inside of Claude, that allows me to do the things that it's doing. So I would literally have to recreate it and do that. So I don't want to do that. But for folks who don't have these prompts, who want professionally designed prompts, Sabrina Romanoff, find her on LinkedIn and find her on YouTube, and definitely get on her newsletter list. She is the bomb. OG AI giver goddess.
Awesome.
I've actually started using a tool recently for writing content called Semantic Pen. And it was one of those kind of like AppSumo deals, lifetime, bring your own key. And it really does a good job of writing articles. I've used a couple of others, and they're kind of iffy, but this one, really good. And then I've been kind of using it in conjunction with a SEO optimization tool called Surfer SEO that creates the outline and then gives you also accompanying keywords to kind of optimize for that one special keyword. And it's like, add these ones. And Semantic Pen will actually take all of that. They don't work together completely. They're two separate tools. I've just found a way to kind of merge them together in an unholy Frankenstein to create some really good articles. And it's I'm still in the playing around phase. I want to see, test how are they being accepted. It takes weeks, months for Google to go, is that good or not? But the results that I've seen so far are actually pretty decent.
Wow. Well, the gods must be crazy because they let Brett back in.
Anyway, blame Spectrum Cable on that one.
You child of the 80s. Did anyone else catch that reference?
Yeah. Crazy
Can-
movie.
And can I add one more thing? I think let's not forget. I don't want to take the conversation off AI, but I just want to remind, because I'm looking at. I just got my own email newsletter came in, a combination of WordPress to Feedbolt from Keep, CRM. So AI is great, but man, those listening today, if you're not just using the basic older tools like integrations with WordPress and your CRM, you're missing out on those things too. There's a lot of things you can do simpler, just automated. We don't have to do nothing using old school tools. So back to you, Brent.
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties. Spectrum Cable sucks. All right, so this guy who has these 85,000 followers says this: most people are still stuck on ChatGPT. I kind of think a lot of people still, when they think of AI, they really only think of ChatGPT. So I kind of agree with him on that. But now he says here are 15 groundbreaking AI tools to help you save hours of tedious whatever.
I bet AI wrote that
Save
headline.
the post for later. All right, so I want to step through these 15 and see if you guys know of them or are using them, or you have an alternative to them. It sounds like you're already off to a good, interesting start, but I'm just going to walk through this guy's list and see if you have. I'm guessing I've heard of a few of them. I haven't heard of a lot of them, but here we go. And I don't know if he put this in order of importance or just here are 15.
Oh my God, get to the list.
All right, let me get to the list.
Even as impatient.
Tweet Hunter. First of all, have you ever heard of Tweet Hunter?
I have not.
Build and monetize your Twitter audience. It's some kind of Twitter automation tool using AI.
Those are coming back. Twitter, cut off all the automation tools. Now they are bringing them back.
First of all, isn't it X? Shouldn't this be called X Hunter or something?
Yeah, right. No.
But then it could be like a tool that you wouldn't be good for people who are running from their ex. That could be a whole messy SVU thing, X Hunter. That'd be bad.
Yeah, I guess you have to be careful.
Hey, I like the X Hunter tool.
You like the what?
X Hunter tool.
It sounds like Axe Hunter, like a guy with an axe.
So there is a Japanese anime called Hunter x Hunter. So that you'd be contending, and not only that, it is a very popular anime. You're contending with something that's a little very well known. I think they'll probably say with Tweet Hunter.
Yeah, so it says grow on X by scheduling content, engaging brainstorming using AI, and getting content inspiration. I don't know what kind of content inspiration you're getting off of X these days.
Most of these over promise and under deliver, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let me just add a bare top level question. How much attention are you or time are you giving to X these days when it comes to trying to connect with audiences or customers?
If you're saying X compared to Blue Sky, let's compare apples to apples. I'm still on X quite a bit. I like X. I get engagement on it. But again, is it change? If I didn't use it, would it transform my business? No. Compared to Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, X is nothing. But compared from X and Blue Sky and Threads, it's more or less equivalent for me.
I am still on X because I'm still running my chat. I have a little loyal rabid fan community that has not, even though they have Blue Sky accounts, they're not spending a lot of time there. And just like Ramon, will it transform my business if I'm there or not there? I don't think so, but I am totally there for that small group of people. I don't have the heart to quit.
How many Rabbit fans do you have, even?
No, I'm just talking about like,
I said Rabbit. There was a joke there. You guys didn't get it. Anyway, moving on.
Good. Not enough.
Jesus.
Not enough.
Didn't get that. You know what? I mean, I find X still, especially in the AI space and the e-com space, it's a great resource gatherer. I'm not really all about trying to find followers. People follow me because I say good stuff, but it's not like I'm out trying to get people to follow me. I've never been one of those kind of people like using a tool to grow my audience. I've just never done that. However, on Twitter, X, it's really great for you to find thought leadership content around specific topics and subject matter experts that go deep on those topics. I think it's still a great resource for that. And you're not going to necessarily find that in other places. It's very unique for that.
I like that, John. And I think the mature, long audience is on it, meaning it's such an older tool with the Digerati, tech reporters, Joanna Stern, Wall Street Journal, people like that. If you want to, your tech, AI, crypto, whatever it is, there's pockets that are still on there. So, that's why
there's
for me,
plenty.
it's there.
Yeah. Let's not pretend everybody left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was on a show last Friday at noon where a lot of the people were saying everybody left. So
no, not everybody, but a significant number of people.
Some people.
You can't say that nobody left or everybody left, but a significant number of people have.
I agree.
I think the latest numbers that I saw were around. It still has about 600 million active users.
And what are they?
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and what are they active for? I don't want to turn this into a total Twitter show, but
let's not.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, because there are prices involved with Tweet Hunter. So,
of course,
if you would you pay $23 a month for it?
No.
For Twitter?
To build your audience on Twitter with this tool.
Here's what I would pay for. I wish, and I'm sure there's a tool I need to go back to it because of how I built my business. Again, all five of us, right? We have slightly different models, but overlapping too. I would build a tool to get to better understand who's following me so I can pick out, these 100 people have 10,000 followers or more. Let me DM them and work with them on things that I need to go back to doing. I'm doing it manually, but I need to go back to finding out who follows me so we can partner together on bigger things. I used to do that back in the day, but AI and other things have taken over.
And there used to be great tools for that.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was like Little Bird, and you can just see who the people are and get to know them, and not so much now.
Last question on this one. So do you view Twitter or X or whatever the hell they call it these days as just a channel for pushing out, or do you really try to engage not just from a standpoint of getting your stuff out there, but from actual, I want to learn, or I want to, connect or whatever, but not just purely as an outgoing channel?
No,
Not
I
really.
don't engage or, I like your hair today. No, it's all one way and build my fan base and make a ton of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And that's what I was wondering, because quite honestly, I don't listen to anybody on Twitter. And I'll really, due to automation, the last couple of months, the only thing I do is automated tweets to push out live streams, but I don't pay attention to Twitter at all. So I was just curious about it. That's just kind of my view of it right now. All right. Number 2 on this list, or the second one on this list, I don't know. Let's see, is AI headshot generator. Have you guys used this or some form of a AI tool to generate a beautiful headshot of yourself?
I
played.
did. I
played with a couple.
did. Yeah.
Did they give you hair, John?
I think one of
I
them
want to see
mentioned that
Please let me
actually
see that.
tried something.
That was my complaint. That was
What-
my complaint about these tools. I've tried 2 different ones, at different price points. Like I tried one that was like 40. I think I've tried this one and I've tried a different one. And what I did not like is that, yes, you can turn me into Oprah. I have purposely not changed my hair drastically in like the last 20 years. But what it did is it kept giving me more pictures with like really long hair. Like it like was not even me, even though every sample picture I gave it was some version of this.
But even, let me ask you a question. When you use these tools, just to be clear, if it's for the comedy relief, even or to change you, I get it. But I thought these tools would replace like a photographer, that I'm interested in that. But for my brand, Ramon Ray, even John, he can speak for himself. I could be wrong. I don't think John would want long hair, meaning our brands, our face is part of our brand. So if it's a joke or whatever, but no, I want this to replace a photographer. I'm interested, but if it's like the meme stuff, then I would never use it for my face.
No. It is absolutely no. It is absolutely. These are professional, quote unquote, looking headshots.
Okay.
That are use the images that you upload, and they'll want different kinds of some of them will want like 8, 10, 12, 15. Like they do want images, and they give you specifications for what kinds of images. And you will have different things that you could be wearing, like a suit or a sweater or something. My complaint about them was that out of the images that were generated, and this is not supposed to be, look at this picture here. This is supposed to be to mimic, like you said, Ramon, to replace a photographer. And I was like really pissed off because like I could only, like if every picture I gave you looks like some variation of this, then why are you giving me pictures with me with blonde hair, like down to here? Like
come on. I would love to see Ramon and John with dreads or maybe a Jerry curl or something like that.
Exactly.
Even Leland would look fine with the Jerry curl. That would be really interesting to see.
So I was curious if either of you guys had tried it, or is it just doing that to women, which is really annoying?
I might have to try this out. I'm a little interested in like the business model of this. It kind of seems to me it's like once I get my headshots, I'm done. I want to walk away. There's no monthly kind of reoccurring revenue kind of source for this.
Thank God.
I'll tell you what it is. They have 3 plans, it looks like. A basic plan, it's $29, and it says get 40 headshots with 4 unique backdrops and outfits. And then get 40 headshots and it comes back to you in 3 hours.
Okay, yeah, we get it. It's cool.
I'm not done yet. Leland asked for the pricing. I'm giving the man the pricing.
Yeah, but I think the business model, Brent, is not that. I suspect that rarely am I into secrets. I think the business model is something nefarious. Maybe there's a bigger company that's training or the faces or something, data behind it. I think the money, that's the front-facing money, I think is a side issue. That's my 2 cents.
Hey, look, at least they're giving
They
some
just
money.
built an interface that's wrapped around one of the, training or the AI photo generation tools. You can actually do this with AI tools right now. So, I mean, it was
You
kind
can
of
do it with Canva, John.
You can do this a little bit with Canva,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that like, I've shown things where it was like I was on like a TEDx stage and it was able to make me look like I was on TEDx, So you can do that right now. I think these were very novel at 6 months, a year ago, but today now anybody can do it by training their own
I think the issue is most people are not going to do that.
Yeah,
Most
I didn't finish. I didn't finish that.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish the pricing model before, but you just ran off on that. So
yeah. I'm sorry.
Hey, love.
I'm sorry. It's okay, but you got 12 of these, so we're at 1227. So we got to go pretty fast if you're going to get through this list.
the pricing goes to $39 for the professional thing, and you get 100 headshots, and $59 where you get 200 headshots. Done. All right.
I'm not trying to. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to put money in these people's pocket for this tool.
I'm just saying this is what it costs. Because Leland asked how much it was going to cost.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Hey,
Ah,
Brent and John,
Steve.
did y'all have a falling out or a fight early this morning, like offline or something?
No,
Did
this
you
is how.
did you
This is
guys
how
run into
we
somebody's
roll.
car? Did you key his
This
car?
is a
Did you
good day.
owe him money or
Yeah, this is a
anything?
good day.
It's still early. Believe me, there's more to come. All right,
I
let's
thought
move
maybe y'all
on.
owed each other money or something. I don't know.
Let's move on. All right, what do we have next?
Okay.
All right, what the hell is this? All right, what am I doing? Add to the stage. There we go. Black Box AI. Anybody here of Black Box AI? And what
Never
this
heard.
is, Black Box AI is an AI assistant for programmers. So if you wanted, if somebody to help or a tool to help developers write code and create stuff, and Black Box AI apparently is one of those. You have an app builder, you can, I guess, a bot builder, all sorts of code generation stuff. Create your own agent. 10 million users. Wow, that's pretty. So none of you have ever heard of this one?
I have not heard of that one, but I think that reminds me, for me, I get back to the nefarious side, like make me a code that can penetrate networks more and more and more. That those are already out there, but that's what I think of this black
Well,
box.
you know what? All this stuff is only stuff, and it's all in the eyes of the user or the hands of the user. It could be used for great stuff. It could be used for, like you say, nefarious stuff. I don't think there's one tool that is just going to be used for one purpose. It's all in the hands of the user, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So does anybody see anything, any use for this for you guys?
It depends on what kind of code it creates. I mean, I've used AI to create code, and sometimes, it's Chat GPT, and I just ask it, okay, I like to use it for busy work, something that would take me, half an hour to do. It's very simple. It's a busy work kind of thing. That's what I usually do for code creation, or something that it's like I don't quite know. I want it to do a curl request or something like that, something that I'm not the most familiar with. I don't usually use it for the more advanced stuff because they're I would have to like give it everything and then say, okay, I need it to connect this over here, do this, connect to this API, do this. And I don't see AI. I wouldn't want to give it everything, and I don't see AI being able to connect all of those dots. But for the simple stuff, I love using AI to just do something that would take me normally 30 minutes, an hour to do, that it could do in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I guess it's like the same premise, like for non-artists who could never create actual images and things, like how we use it for stuff like, what's that one everybody uses, Dolly. So you use something like Dolly for creating images that you would never be able to create on your own. I'm guessing it's the same with this for coders to create stuff without, or non-coders to create stuff that they wouldn't be able to create without this kind of thing. So I guess it's all the same kind of premise. All right, moving on. This one I have no idea what the hell it is. What's a social media carousel? First of all, I have no idea what the hell that is.
Those are the things that you use inside of LinkedIn a lot of times, and Instagram.
What do you mean inside of LinkedIn? What do you
So
mean?
if you ever seen a LinkedIn where it's got an image and you push to the right and it's the next image, the next image, the next image, and they all kind of,
Oh,
so that's the
okay.
carousel. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea they called it that.
It's just like a
Mhm.
bunch of PDFs that now look like little slides.
Is
Yeah.
that something of use to any of you?
I mean, you
I
can
would,
do it in
I might
Canva.
check this out and play with it. I mean, you can do it in Canva. They got
Yeah.
templates. So like, I'm just kind of curious. I still have not found lots of great infographics creators out there, but none that I'm like, wild about.
And what these tools I think are good for also, as we talk to 2 different audiences, even looking at us here on the stage, right? The previous tool, Leland's in that all day. He's the techie. I mean, we're all techies, but he's really deep in programming. I don't know that stuff. But what excites me about these tools is what our teams can do. Because increasingly, as I build my business, things I'm doing, many of these tools I will not touch because my mind is focused on hiring the right talent, joint ventures, things like this. But for the tools, my executive assistant, her name is Mayanne. I've challenged her. Mayanne, you want to get paid more? You want to do more with me? You want to take money from other team members? Learn these tools, and you can do it 80%. Good enough for me. you'll be my copywriter. You'll be my blogger. You'll be my WordPress person if you want to learn these tools. In fact, train your mother to use it, and she can be my next video editor. I don't care. So that's how I'm challenging my team. You learn these tools and help me make money with them.
Well, I just created, while he was talking, I just created a carousel that fast, and I mean, it does what it says it does. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if I
That's
paid
really
for
amazing.
It,
You did it within these last couple of minutes.
in seconds.
In second. Okay, well, that's interesting.
It wasn't a deep thoughted, it wasn't a deep thought one, but it made
It's a
something.
carousel.
It's
That's
a
what it
carousel.
is, right? Why don't you share it? Can you
Oh,
share?
I don't know if I think I already got rid of it.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep it moving then. Let's see what's up next. Create viral shorts in seconds. What's the actual name of this guy here? Let me pull that together.
Sub Magic.
Yeah, that's it. Submagic. Create viral shorts in seconds with AI. First of all, have any of you heard of it or used it before?
I think I did use this just because I see her picture. So
Is that one of them Kardashian chicks?
It's a Kardashian chick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Kardashian chick.
wow.
But yeah, I did use that. But it's similar to a lot of others.
And John, when I see the name create viral shorts in seconds,
Mhm.
it's just, we can have a whole show on this. It's just, what does viral short mean? How is it a difference to what I'm doing? Is it for the creator that wants to make $2 from TikTok, or is it for the plumber that so I get it. Happy to them, but it shows you, I'm not a developer, but Leland or John, you may know better, that the people making this stuff can make this stuff faster and easier and compete at a different level than 20 years ago with the AppSumos of the world. So we're going to see more and more of these low cost, easy tools out, and that's good.
Well, I use two of them. One is Opus AI, and all that is, and I'm guessing it kind of has the same premise here.
Correct.
You upload a video file and then it analyze it and create shorts of it in whatever format you want. I've never used this one. I've used the other two, Minvo and Opus. So I'm guessing it's kind of along those same lines.
And Brent, what I think on this is interesting is that I think the business model is they probably paid a ton of money to a Kardashian chick. That's what I think it is. Meaning
To get the word out, right?
Yeah, my site and Jane Doe's site, and I just get Damon John to be my spokesperson. That interests me. The tool anybody can create, but how are you selling it? So I want a Kardashian chick on my tool.
Because it worked on John. Go figure.
You get your check for $500,000 and you got you a Kardashian chick.
So I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like Minvo. I mean, it takes your clip, and then it'll edit out the ums and and add in text, add in emojis, zooms, auto zooms, explosions, whatever, to make it more viral looking instead of just you talking in front of a camera.
Now, the thing that I don't buy in all of these services, whether it's Opus or Minvo or that one, when they say they analyze it and give it a virility score, I don't trust them.
Based on what?
Yeah, because I've seen most of my videos that they analyze and make clips of. They get 99s, and then it's like the 4 categories, and they score those A to F, and so it could get like a 99 and 4 A's of all the categories. And when I post it, blip.
Crickets.
Yeah, it's not. So I don't buy those virality scores at all when it comes to this stuff.
Well, you don't have a face for virality, brother.
Next tool up. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty. Chat Simple. Have any of you heard of Chat Simple? AI.
I've heard of that one.
For your website. Okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody used it?
Haven't used this one, but I mean,
Sales agent for your
looks
website.
good.
That can be scary.
I mean, it's
all
really
these
just a
things could be
chatbot.
scary when you think about it. It depends on who's using it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, sales agent,
Everybody needs a chatbot.
Wasn't
and I
there a
like this. This is
story-
what.
sorry,
Ivana.
go ahead, Ramon.
No, please, Ivana.
No, go.
Even if I went first, it would be unethical. It would be wrong. I would take away something from the show. Even you have to go before me, please. Even please don't allow me to.
Okay. I'm just going to say, wasn't there a story out there about people launching these AI sales chat bots and then the customers like typing stuff in and getting stuff for free? Like, right? Does anybody remember this?
That's funny.
But that's just part even of that's the tech. I get it. But that, to me, that doesn't take it away. But I like this tool better than all the other tools that we saw so far. Many other tools are creator economy and all that. But this is something, Joe the plumber, Mary the app, the lip balm creator. You put this kind of sucker, you get somebody to use it, maybe hire somebody off Upwork to make it better, because I'm sure there's some customization. This is a real game changer for business. Asking smart questions. Hey, do you have four cups in stock? It goes to your Zoho tool, whatever it is, and comes an answer. So when I see things like this, I think this is a game changer for the real small businesses. Clayton Mask of Keep would say, that's how I like this. That's for me.
I agree.
Wix just introduced their own version of this, integrated in with like their pro version. So
Yep.
it's getting to the point where this is a standalone tool. You have to pay extra for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's included with Wix, and
Agreed.
Wix is integrated with all of that. And it's got probably a little bit more money behind the training of the AI tool. It's going to be a little bit better. It's got direct connection to your product amounts and stuff like that. So I think that's what we're going to see. That tool may be great, but eventually all of these platforms that you do have these cells that you sell on are just going to create their own. And that kind of company is just going to kind of go to the wayside or be sold off to one of these other big companies for their tech and then stripped of their parts, and then you're gone.
All right. Interesting. That was an interesting discussion.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. All right. So moving on. Let's see what we got next. Oops. I always have an issue with this. All right. Something called Type Dream AI, and it is build your websites without writing any code from just one AI prompt. Anybody heard of this one?
I've not used this one, but Wix has a similar tool. So
yeah,
a lot of them out there. There's another one I reviewed as well, but I get it. They're all kind of the same.
So, John, you said you actually used this one? You tried it out?
I used it. I tried it. Yeah.
So what'd you think?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's fine. They're fine. Here's my thing. I'm really not all that impressed with wraparound tools.
Yes.
I get what they do and I know how they're doing it. So the magic part, it's like if you know the trick, it's not all that amazing when you pull the rabbit out that.
What about
it's the least common denominator?
What if it's less amazing and just makes it extremely easy and
it makes it extremely easy to build a website? And I think here's the thing: if it had just pay for it, build it, and then you could go off and do what you want with it, I would love that way better. But this is it's a monthly price.
Like, so you got to use their platform to host your website or something?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say they're going for the lowest margin. A person that doesn't know it, not going for people who've 5 years, 7 years in business, been to a few score webinars, follow even as DIY marketers. No, they're going for the person, how do I do a website? I have a dream. Oh, prompt. And there's millions or thousands of people like that. So this company, great. But I think in the long form, somebody's going to probably switch to a Wix, to a Zoho Sites, to a GoDaddy, because it's, and this company won't even be around 2 months from now.
So do you, Leland, you use Wix?
I don't, but usually if I have a friend who's like, hey, can you make me a website? I go to Wix. It's just as easy.
So that's the thing. If you look at the pricing of this, it's taking, 5% transaction fee, and they calling it a free version. That's huge amount of money. And then if you buy one of the plans, they're still going to tack on a 2% transaction fee on top of it. And then you don't own the site. I'm not a fan.
And
as an e-com guy.
So agree with you, all of you, but I just have to say, because I keep having these conversations. Oh my God. Buying a Peloton is not gonna help you run a marathon or drop those 10 pounds. That is not gonna happen. Doing that transaction will make nothing happen, right? You have to be the one doing it every single day. The problem that I'm having with a lot of these tools is, and this isn't, I'm not going to say it a nice way, but I feel like entrepreneurs are sort of being taken advantage of because they're like, this is fast, this is easy. You give us a prompt, we're going to give you this beautiful website. They give them the money, all this stuff happens, but they get no results. Why? Because they haven't done the research on their market, because they don't know who their ideal customer is. They don't have a good offer. They don't know how to price. And so they are just funneling these monthly charges into something and wondering, like, I was in action. I did these things. Why isn't it working? Ugh.
I like the part. That really sold it. Oh, isn't that always the case? Everybody's looking for the silver bullet. Everybody thinks the hardest part of doing any of this is pulling out their wallet and put the check down or the credit card down. And then they think once they paid for it, magically is supposed to solve everything. We all know. That's just the first step. But yeah, everybody's kind of doing that whole thing. All right, next one up. We're moving now. We're cooking with gas here. Cooking with gas. All right, so the next one is OSA.ai. Have you anybody heard of this one? If so, or if you use it, whatever.
I have not used that one, but I did test Google's version of that, text to video or something, but
yeah,
I have not used that one.
Yeah. And I've tested Veed has this feature that I've played with.
How was it? Do you think it's something that's promising?
I just think they all suck. Right? I think they suck. And they suck. Again, they would suck less if you were clear about your message, your offer, you've done your you have to know what to put in that text. Mm-hmm. And even so, I wonder how many people are just like so over the fake images and fake people, fake voice.
But even again, I think these
they're not over that.
No,
you
they're
don't
not
think?
over it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think these excel even because this is, again, let's put our mind, you're Nancy or you're Fred, you don't know anything, you want to get into this, chat to video, you're in my church, in my synagogue, home picnic, mama law's wedding. Oh, I can just chat, create a video and do it. So I don't know. I just think that I'm seeing more and more, there's different segments of types of businesses with different types of mindsets.
I've seen this, it's come up on my feed a couple of times, and it all depends on how you use these kind of tools. So there's this influencer, whatever. He makes videos where he takes popular franchises like Harry Potter, and he turns them into redneck Harry Potter or redneck Family Guy. And so he uses these chat video or these AI videos to make scenes within the song. And it's a whole song about redneck Harry getting, his semi-automatic wand or something like that. And they're brilliant. They're funny. They look, like the AI generated. I mean, you could tell that they're AI generated, but it's hilarious and it's funny. So it's all on how you use it. I would say
that's true.
Bravo, Leland. What a great example.
That is fantastic. So I think that's really the power of AI. It's like I don't have the capabilities to write or have the capabilities to come up with a concept, but I can't write the script. I can't act out the action parts and all that. And then now you're adding to the AI component with your own uniqueness as an individual. And I love that.
And that's where we're going to have to grow as business owners, because for all of these tools to work, you'll notice that this is the thread that goes through all of them and all of AI, which is it's going to push everyone. If you want to do code, now you have something to write code. Okay, so you need an idea and an app. And a lot of people say they have ideas, but no, like what Leland described, I just love that little use case, right? You have to, it's got to be unique and wonderful in its own way.
Right. And
That's-
Leland, you got to share the link to the redneck
Yes,
avatar thing. I gotta
please.
see that.
Right?
I
Yeah.
got to see that one.
We
All
must
right.
see that. This must be seen.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one.
Hey, can I
think-
just say one thing?
Sure.
As we're going through these lists, I'm testing all the ones. And so this one I started and it asked me a bunch of questions and I get through like halfway and then I got an application error, client side exception. So this one gets a serious thumbs
that gets
down
the
for
thumbs
me.
down. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
All right. So how many have gotten the thumbs up so far from like, do you know?
Like two for
Two?
me.
All right.
For me.
'Cause I think we've been through like
The
8
sales agent, the sales one I liked. I didn't try it, but I liked the premise of it. The sales agent.
okay. Yeah. All right. 2, 3 out of the 6 out of the 8 already. All right. So the next one up. This is one I actually know a little something about. This Superhuman for email AI.
Hmm.
Anybody heard of this one?
No, I think like I've heard of it. What's it do?
Yeah.
Well, it helps you kind of work your way through your inbox, and also AI to help you write, AI to help you figure out which emails to concentrate most on. I mean, it's just adding a serious level of intelligence to your inbox.
Does anyone use their AI in their email at all?
It gets in my way even. I can't stand it on my phone. I'm trying to just write a reply back. Yes, I'll get donuts for you. Would you like us to help you edit that? No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
So
Yeah, this one looks pretty cool.
It depends.
What's
How
the
many emails?
price? What's
how
the
many emails
price?
do you guys have in your inbox?
It's too many.
and they do say it the best use cases for team
Team.
Collaboration.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and I let me see. I'm gonna pull up and see what the prices are. They have 3 things. The starter is $25 per user per month. The business for individuals and teams that want to be the absolute best at what they do. Come on, really? $33, $33 per month. Oh, who wrote that bull? I mean, come on.
Wow.
The AI.
Who doesn't want to be that? Anyway, it ain't cheap. Let's put it like
And
that.
that's the
It ain't
yearly
cheap.
plan.
Yeah, if you pay for the year,
Yeah, that's for
it's
the
$25
year.
a month.
It's like
yeah.
30 bucks
Yeah,
a month.
but their premise was save 4 hours per person every single week. So matching that savings, whatever it is, just giving it to them.
Okay,
for
you're
the
right.
Cost.
It should pay for
They're
itself,
not selling
right?
this to Becky, who's looking for $2 a month. You know.
But if it does save you 4 hours and whatever your rate is for 4 hours, it
would
should pay for itself,
sorry.
right?
You could spend, it would take someone about 4 hours to clean out their inbox one time. I run zero inbox. Yes,
Me too,
I
even.
sat down the first time and I created automations. I created folder. I created like Ramon. Yes.
Yep.
Right. I run zero inbox. I think it took me maybe less than 4 hours one time.
You guys keep on thinking that you are the rule. You guys are the exception.
We
to
are the
rule.
exception. I agree.
Yeah.
That's
people
what I
have
was saying. I
thousands.
wonder how many email, like, I don't know.
I'm not even going to show you what my inbox looks like. I'll just put it like that.
But I'm curious also, going again, in fairness to this company, again, maybe I'm over indexing to the real tool versus, hey, create video for text. I think depending on what you're receiving, if you get 500 emails, that's a Shopify, 30 emails from real customers, maybe that's what they're targeting. But I bet most of you, email, newsletters, United Airlines discounts, Macy's shoes, your kids share your account. So I think those things, and I don't know what even this tip is, but for me, my zero inbox, I already filtered. Anything with the word unsubscribe or subscribe is filtered out to a separate place so I can read it later, because I want to keep up with everything, but I can read it later. So that cuts down. My emails are all filtered up to wazoo. So, you know.
But that's such a great point, Ramon, because as soon as we had that conversation, you and I must have been grooving, because I'm like, yeah, but what if you're getting like 100 and some orders for something? So that could be, I can see that being helpful.
Correct. Not the spam stuff, but like for a real company that's getting hundreds or their dozens or whatever.
That's
proper
getting
emails.
customer
Yeah,
input, you know.
I use Feedly for that newsletter thing too.
Yep.
It makes it nice and clean to do that stuff. All right. Keeping it moving. Next one up is something called Bardeen. It is a AI workflow automation tool. And they say, do they have a tagline? Create AI-powered workflow automation in minutes using AI. Now, this workflow automation stuff is actually really big and important, depending on kind of the use cases that you have for your business and the processes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It could be very important. And a lot of, bigger, or I should say more expensive platforms, this comes with it. But if you don't have a huge need for complex stuff, maybe this is one of the things that could work. What have you guys ever used Bardeen or heard of it before?
I don't know.
Yes.
You have? Oh, I want to. Okay, go ahead, John. Say
Yeah. I mean, I was doing a lot of research on different automation tools for
What's it
AI.
similar to, John?
It's similar to Make.com. It's similar to Zapier.
And to Zoho's Flow, right?
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's different interfaces, but it does the same thing. Yep.
Did you like it? Not like it?
I didn't like the interface as much as I liked some of the other interfaces. So I ended up with Make, just because I liked the way Make worked.
And that's really recommended by a lot of people who are very, very into automating workflows. If you are into automating workflows, Make is like the WordPress of automated workflows, especially integrated with AI.
Yeah. So that's
so it looks like it's Bardeen is free for personal use, $30 a month for pro use. And then it goes to business and enterprise where you have to schedule a demo. So we all know that means lots of money.
Ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. All right. Next one. We're moving. This one's Taplio, right? LinkedIn posts and for growth.
Okay.
Who doesn't want to do
Brent,
that?
I got it. I just, please.
Yes.
Please. People, stop commenting on my LinkedIn using AI. It is the most inauthentic, fake, sappy, sassy thing to do it. I didn't understand the game at first, but when one of our, mutual friends, people we rock with, many people know, good person, every time I comment within seconds, Ramon, you said dogs are good. I agree, dogs are good. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is the most terrible. Go ahead, Bjorn. Take it over, Brent.
I like that. Terriblest.
Yes.
Making up words and
It's
things.
the
Terriblest.
My mom says the most stupidest.
I can't stand it.
I just have to say it actually works.
All right. So
explain-
have you
explain,
used
John.
this one?
Talk to me,
Have you
explain.
used this, or you're speaking
No.
generally, or this one in particular?
I'm talking about automatic comments on people's posts. Here's the thing is that most people are so into themselves that they want to feel like their
Fair enough.
content is getting through. And so when you give them that thumbs up and say something, it engages with them. And then from there, you can take the conversation deeper. But I do have a automatic commenter, and I thought the same thing. I was like this, and I was testing it. And then I put it on, and I'm like, yeah, it's growing
John,
by
let me just-
LinkedIn.
Which
we should
one
have
are
another
you
show on this, but
using?
I guess I want to get your input on this, John. Would you say then use it for strangers and not close people, John? Because wouldn't you think it was weird, John? You know me. I'm your boy, John. You and I go back. Everything you posted on LinkedIn, Ramon was like, hey, John, what you wrote about shoes was good. I did that every time within seconds. You wouldn't feel anything about
better.
Ramon?
No,
Say it
it
again?
needs to be better than that.
But that's the stuff I guess I'm seeing. I'm seeing more and more people I know. Like imagine even whatever. I'm like, okay, every time I post, even as repeating what I wrote, that's the niche I'm saying, John. People I know who are commenting, stranger, maybe you have a point there. But you in my wheelhouse
It's interesting.
is
Yeah.
too much. It's
It's
interesting.
just like anything. People automate stuff. I always say that there's a difference between scheduling and automation, right? There's a difference. Scheduling is one thing, automation is something else. And please use automation judiciously. You can automate. I automate my inbox, meaning I do emails ahead of time and they're automated and I shouldn't say automated, they're scheduled. I have some automations. I have emails that are scheduled so that I don't forget. But randomly DMing and randomly sending
I hate that.
replies and stuff and the crap that is in my LinkedIn that is automated, I don't respond to people. And that's the other thing it does. It starts creating this unresponsiveness, right? Because Ramon, you saw it once, you saw it twice, and you're like, I'm done.
You know, there's a thin line. There's a balance here, you know, and you gotta use it with some wisdom. Because if you think about it, like there are some of us that have like huge audiences, and you want them to feel like you're paying them attention.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes it helps with that kind of interaction, or people like, well, he don't never respond to my stuff. You know, it's like, bro, I get 10,000 a day.
But see, that's a LinkedIn problem, right? I wish somebody would come up with, or I don't even know that this is available if you pay for LinkedIn, because if it were, I think I would pay for this. I would love to almost create a LinkedIn list, like you did in Twitter. Like I would have, these are my friends. I want to be able to see. I don't see what Ramon's doing. Why? Because he's like buried somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. Or I want to see a list of prospects, or I want to see a list of whatever. There are people I want to look at. Maybe I want to look at what experts saying or whatever in my LinkedIn so that I can respond appropriately. But no, I can't. Does anyone know of anything that does that?
I'm sure there is even, but I'll get a response from others. But I just want to add one other thing I like even on John is that I guess man, I had one, Brent, I had like the best nugget, the best thought. It just flew out of my mouth.
It happens.
Oh, I was going to say,
Even
I would
out of
love
your
to,
head.
like the tool you said, John. I would love to have it like the AI tools. Here's my target list of these 50 companies, 70 brands. You know, the senior leaders of SMB. Once a week, when they comment, say something. I'm all for that, John. So I guess we're saying the same thing. That's what I meant.
That's what I use, something like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So I can follow thought leaders in this, thing.
What do you use? What is that?
I'll just wait till I make my post of my 10 things and let Brent. It's like, no, I'm teasing. Let me look it up. It's called Power In.
Power In.
Yeah, Power In.
Because that's giving me tools now. What the hell?
I think Ramon just had to drop off.
Oh no,
he had to drop off, and we're gonna we got to finish up quick. So let's finish strong here.
Okay, we'll talk.
We'll
talk more.
Absolutely. Next one, and I know a little bit about this one. Beehive. It's kind of the Substack competitor for a newsletter, smart newsletter generation, distribution, whatever, membership, and all that kind of stuff. And when I saw this one, I was like, oh, this is a good. All right, this one is one that I might actually end up using. I'm still trying to determine, do I stick with Substack or do I go with Beehive? I'm
go with Beehive.
So are you using Beehive or have you used it? Oh,
I have used it. Yes. Okay. It's just it's definitely the future.
So did you ever use Substack before?
No. It seems like maybe I did, but I'm telling you, Beehive is.
I mean, I know
it's
some
the
people
rave.
that are using it already.
It's what the kids are using.
These guys are definitely not kids that are using it.
Why do you like it better than Substack?
I haven't used Substack, so I'm not really sure. It just makes it really easy to do the one thing I've always hated was the idea of creating a weekly or monthly newsletter. This made it very simple, and I'm going to go down the rabbit hole finally.
Oh, so you are going to actually use this
yes.
Okay.
I'm going to check it out. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I think it's
people have been talking about the two biggies are Substack, and Substack's been kind of the biggie for a couple of years. But all of a sudden, I started hearing more and more about Beehive, and there are differences. And matter of fact, there's a really good YouTube video that goes Substack versus Beehive, and I would, if you're interested, check it out and there are a lot of them because there's so much interest in trying to figure out which one is best because they're both really good, but depending on your personal use case, you might choose one over the other.
It could be an audience thing. A lot of journalists, a lot of certain types of people are using Substack.
Yeah, and there's a built-in audience for Substack that you could actually tap into, but the price is you can charge for membership.
Mm-hmm.
And Substack charges you 10% of whatever you make versus Beehive, which is a monthly standard fee. So that's part of the, you know,
I hate
my work there.
anything that is trying to take a percentage of my business. That's just off the cuff. I hate that. You know,
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah.
I do.
So anyway, I would check that YouTube video out because really good stuff in there about the good and the bad for each of them.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Yeah, we don't. Do we care about resume builders?
Nah, man.
No.
I didn't think so. All right. Now this one is interesting. Julius, and he says, I want to make sure I got it right. It is like a AI data analyst. So if you're not a data analyst kind of person, this is supposed to be your data analyst kind of thing.
I hope it tells me what to do.
Have you heard of it? Have you looked at it at all? Anybody?
No.
No. Okay.
I will now. This is like a great. I'm so glad you brought this because this is awesome.
Well, I mean, what? Okay.
What do you go ahead?
I'm just like, you can do that in the tools themselves. Just upload it, and it's a data analyst. I mean, that's one thing that's already built into the LLM, you know, and they're increasing that.
I think you are so far in the bubble. You don't realize that most people don't have most people can't even spell LLM.
That's
let alone. I mean, you know, so you're in the bubble. Everything kind of seems simple and easy and logical to you, but there's a lot of people outside the damn bubble. Okay.
You know what? I want to say something. I want to say something to John's point, and I think this might be a Leland comment. Leland has been way too quiet. Here is the problem. The problem with the analytics and the tools is if you only look at the analytics, it's just going to tell you what's in there right now, and then it's going to say, given what's in here, you should do this. But what no one is doing is asking the business owner, you know, what are your goals? What would you like to see? I'm specifically talking, like, for example, about like content, keywords, things like that, right? So just because something is getting lots of searches or lots of traffic doesn't mean, like, my highest ranking content is like weird sometimes. Right? It's not exactly something that represents my brand. It just happens to be high ranking. So if I put that into an analytics tool, it's going to say, well, you should write about like DNI or like whatever, just because I wrote something about referrals one time. What it would be really great is if it asks me some questions, then it looks at the data, because that's what an analyst would do.
Well, you know, that kind of goes back to what Brent was saying about his shorts. You know, it's like it gives you this generic score about what should be viral, but it's never asking you about your audience or, you know, what they would like. And so,
I will say about Opus, they have added this prompt so that you could upload the video and then you could write a prompt to say, I want you to focus on clips with this focus. So that's a little better. That gets you a little bit, but it's still it's not enough. But at least it's
trying to blind us with AI. Yeah. They're blinding us with science.
Thomas Dolby in the house, apparently.
Well, it's 80s reference week. So
all right, we got one more
to
go, and that is, and you know, I'm sure if you haven't used this, you probably use something that does this very same thing. It is called Gamma. I don't know if you've heard of it. A new medium for presenting ideas. So it's like, you know, presentation AI thingy. And
it's great.
Oh, you do like it? Okay.
I've used it. Now, it comes the closest, in my opinion, to cover the things we've all been talking about, right? It's not great, right? Garbage in, garbage out, but love what it did with the branding. Like, I put like a client brand, I put my brand in. Great for brainstorming. I have not used it ever, like in the final outcome.
Okay. Why not? Just curious. Why not?
I've used bits and pieces. I've used some of the things like, oh, that was kind of cool that they did that, or like whatever, kind of like in the writing. Oh, I like what they did here. I like what they did there. But in the ultimate scheme of things, the presentation I was doing was the presentation I was doing. Like, it was not going to spit out a perfect presentation.
Right.
But close. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good tool. You know what I don't like about all of these in this space right now is that I know what I want to present, and I know what's already there. I just want somebody to make the slides. And the problem is that this starts from what's your idea? What should we talk about? Then it gives you that. Then it makes the slides. And I don't want it. I don't want to follow what they're doing. I want it to do what I'm telling it.
I wish I could like, I would have loved something that says, like, let's say I had 3 slides, but then like I put in there something like, oh, here I'd like to see a timeline of blah blah blah, and here I'd like to see blah blah
Right.
blah. And like if I could upload that and have it fill in some of those blanks, or if I could give it an outline and have it do, because I've done that, John. I've given it like I want each slide to be this.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's coming. Possibly, we'll see.
But hey,
That-
nice little snappy tool, especially like you want to communicate something real quick. I like that it creates this like website-y type thing. Like you can choose that. And like if you wanted to do something like real quick, hey, you know what'd be great as like a lead magnet.
Yeah,
That would be perfect. People get stuck on lead magnets all the time.
this is
a
easy.
great way to get a lead magnet out there. You can customize it. You can send a link out.
Yeah, and some of us don't even know what a lead magnet is.
I can't.
Okay, I don't understand his language. I don't know what he's talking
Blah, blah,
about.
blah, blah.
I have no idea what a lead
You
magnet
don't know what a
is.
lead
Really?
magnet is? Are you
I'm
serious?
trying to think. You know what? I'm trying to think of what you call it in the CRM world.
I'm sure there's an
It's called-
equivalent, but lead magnet is not something.
Yeah,
I
Lead
understand.
capture.
Lead generation. Lead generation.
It's a
lead
lead
generator.
capture
Lead
download.
gen,
thing,
okay.
Right?
That's
lead-
lead gen.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So-
like
so-
download
See,
your checklist.
Leland is right there with me. You guys with your
Well-
weird marketing jargon.
It's marketing jargon. Yeah.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
did not think lead magnet was marketing jargon, but
It
no.
is.
It is. It is even a.
You know.
Gated email. That's
It
Fail.
All
Cool.
right. So
I
overall,
worked so hard.
so we got to the end here. Overall, what were your impressions? Even if it's not for the specific tool,
is.
did he capture the kind of AI tools that you think would be important for people to really take a serious look at going into 2025?
You know what? Honestly, from an AI expert perspective, I think he used AI to make this thing.
You just took the words out of my
Did
mouth.
you really? Yeah, yeah.
I was like, this is a list generated by AI. Because
Yes.
I've asked for lists, I've gotten lists, I've looked them up, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
this is garbage.
Okay. So let me ask you this: did AI do a good job of this list?
Not
Mm,
really. Well,
Yeah, I'm with John. Not really.
I give it a C.
Agreed.
It's a passing. It passes.
So why, if AI is only getting C, why are we all using it?
It's not AI is getting C. I don't think he used it. That's not his tool.
So I would love for you guys to use AI, and next time, let's see what your lists are, because I would be really fascinated to see how your use of AI, if he did use it, comes up with a different kind of use, a different
You know
kind of
how
list.
you
than his.
know? And
Yeah.
I know this is why it's like if you follow, like I remember I started this whole thing by saying follow this Sabrina Romanoff woman.
I missed that. I was going.
Oh, you were gone that.
Yeah,
Follow
yeah.
this woman. She is legit. Like when you know people, you can tell when someone has used a tool. You can tell when they make that recommendation. I can tell when the AI spits out a tool, just like the AI wrote that LinkedIn post. The guy's got whatever, you know what I mean? It just is like, ugh.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Her last name is Romanoff.
ROMANOV. Sabrina. And she's got like a little.
Her first name ain't Anastasia, is it?
No, it's Sabrina.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Sabrina Romanoff, find her on LinkedIn,
are-
find her on YouTube, find her on TikTok. When that woman shares a tool, you know she has been in there.
Okay, I'm just curious about her lineage. That's all.
Oh, you know what I think? I actually, to me, she looks like she comes from like her her ancestry has a good amount of Russian from the, what are they called? The Asian part, the Asian Caucasus, because like Russia goes like into
Yeah.
Asia.
Wow.
I have known
So,
people.
so not a part of the
Wait a
Russian.
minute. Yeah, the
royalty?
Tsar. The Tsar Nicholas II was her great granddaddy or something?
No. I'm just saying
Okay.
that there are people they're in parts of Russia in some of the
Yeah.
areas
Oh, I know. There's
that are
Asiatic kind of. Yeah.
are very Asiatic, and I have had
Yeah.
friends who she looks Asian.
Yeah. The Mongolian folks were
Mongolian,
part of that.
that's what
Yeah.
it is, right?
Right.
Like into that Asia.
My man Genghis Khan and his great granddaughter Shaka.
I don't know if she's getting the
amazing. It's
reference
amazing.
to the
I don't think
movie.
so.
No.
No, I don't think so.
But either way,
That's
she has
okay.
an
It's
emoji
really
after-
funny that all the guys get the reference to the princess movie, and the one female, she missed it.
She's totally gone.
This
That's
is why we're
okay.
here. This is the diversity part of life.
That's right. Well, since we are overtime,
Overtime,
and
like
we did
what?
make it through, and this is the last show till 2025, like that.
Oh, okay. So we're not doing one next week.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
away.
I'll
just
go
put
for
it
sure.
in,
We're all traveling.
Yeah, we're traveling.
I
So,
know we're traveling.
any parting thoughts for the folks? Whoever wants to go.
So okay, I'll go first. Thank.
Go first.
No, I want you. I want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday, whatever it is you celebrate, and a happy New Year. Just stupid simple like that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm in full agreement. I'm going to add on to that by saying take the time to truly, truly be with the people that you love. Put the keyboard down, put the phone down, listen and ask some questions and get to know the people in your family and your life, even
Play
though
a board game.
we are doing board games. My husband and I played Scrabble for the first time in like years. And that used to be so fun. So that's what I say. Be with the people you're with.
Lee?
relax, enjoy. As Even has said, enjoy the people around you. Eat some delicious food. Hang out with some friends that you maybe haven't seen in a while. Rest, recharge, and then when the new year comes, get back at it. Attack it with full force and full energy.
By the way, this Sabrina Romanoff has like, what's it, 245,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah. And she did that using the tool that she does. But once again, it's her and her content and her knowledge, not the tool.
Yeah.
I love how you just knowledge, not the tool. This-
The tool will not do anything for you. The tool will only amplify the
Hey,
hot
look who it is. Amber Donald. John's where's the Coach John reference? I'm waiting. Maybe that'll come at 5:00. Yeah, we'll do that. Good to see you, Amber. Maybe we'll see you later today. What is she saying here? Rest and recharge for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right. And my parting thoughts for 2024 is enjoy the holidays. Let's keep it simple. Let's have fun. Not get too crazy, but have fun. And we'll see you next year. Or at 5:00, where I schooled John Lawson a little bit more today. In the meantime, take care. We will see you in the year ahead.